Hi ThinkerNetters, I'm Tom Knoll, president of CIMI Corporation. We're going to hear a lot now that we're in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy about how the internet survived it and how it did so much better than the public network did and things like that. And while there's an element of truth in this, there's also a serious element of falsehood. And we need to be able to separate the two so that we understand what would be necessary for us to make the internet as resilient as we'd like to believe that it is. On the truth side, one of the things that's clear is that services like Twitter and peer-to-peer messaging, things like that, don't take a lot of bandwidth, can be supported in large numbers in a small cell, and generally are more reliable than wireline services are, like the telephone during emergency conditions. And so in that regard, the internet has done pretty well for us. But the other thing that's obviously true is that the internet is an overlay service on top of public infrastructure. If your cell tower goes down, if your servers go down, if any of these things happen, the internet is down, and that's all there is to it. And many customers who tried to get on, even with data protocols during Hurricane Sandy, found that they couldn't get service because they were out of cell zones or because the services were simply too congested. So what do we need to do about this? I think the obvious answer is, first of all, we have to understand the symbiosis between the internet and in particularly access networks. A lot of people, for example, have got services that rely on backup batteries, and according to the carriers that I've talked to, about 25% of those batteries are no longer functional, so the services go off instantly when the batteries go off. And that's particularly true if you have VoIP or if you have fiber-based services. And then the second thing is that we need to understand that the internet was designed as an overlay service, and we need to be thinking more about the internet as though it was the underlying dial tone. If we do that, we can really improve the reliability of the internet, not only in times like this, but in times overall. Thank you. I'm Tom Knoll.